McGuire, Sean McCourt, Beth McCourt, Adrian McKeon, Emily Rozek, Steve Zanato, and other special guests. All are donating their time and talent for a gala performance to raise funds for the Maplewood-based Fury Heart Rescue, an all-volunteer organization that has implemented a TNVR, that's Trap, Neuter, Vaccinate, Return program to reduce the town's feral cat population and provide medical care and food to abandoned and homeless cats and dogs, and is dedicated to finding foster and permanent home for those neglected animals. Speakeasy brings vaudeville to the woodland. In the 1920s, Maplewood was known throughout New Jersey for its vaudeville. Long before it became a sixplex, the Maplewood Theater was a hotbed of talent. Audiences were regaled with musician, magician, the beautiful, the sublime, and the surreal. Vaudeville had a home here, and Maplewoodians eagerly stood in line to take part in what was once America's most popular form of entertainment. Studio B is bringing that tradition back. Vaudeville belongs in the 21st performers, says Marcy Thompson, Studio B honcho. The acts are designed to delight, and it gives exposure to multiple performers at every performance. The best part is anything goes. Thompson is referring to the vaudeville tradition of showcasing anything with flair. Let's go over to my friend, the Maplewoodian.com, to see what Joe Strupp has in store for us. Well, we missed this one. The Hilton Neighborhood Association. Oh, we missed that one. They have the Township Candidates Forum tonight, actually. From the Township today. On November 3rd, the traffic pattern on 44th Street will be changed to one-way from Chancellor Avenue and follow towards Jacoby Street. The Township Committee recently passed a resolution to test this traffic pattern for a period of 60 days to determine if they will make this a permanent change. If you or your talents have any question or concern, please call the engineering office at 973-762-8120. That's 973-762-8120, extension 3200. And we continue here with Joe Strupp. Should schools cancel Halloween? Who knew that Halloween would be an issue, but it is. At least at Seth Boyden School, which initially canceled festivities on Monday, but reversed that move a day later. Still, the flip-flop has sparked a debate over whether Halloween is a valid thing to celebrate at school. The Star Ledger took a look at this. The uproar began Monday when Seth Boyden principal Mark Coulis canceled Halloween at the school. So there you have it, the Maplewoodian.com. Let's go over to the alternative press. Renovation plans for South Orange Police Headquarters move forward. Out of 11 proposals for renovation of the South Orange Police Department headquarters, 2 have been selected for further consideration. Trustee Sheena Collins said at the South Orange Village Board of Trustees meeting last Monday night. Village Administrator Barry Lewis Jr. said he expects to have the final proposal for the board's review by the next meeting on October the 27th. He also said he anticipated going out to bid for the renovation in late November and receiving bids in late December or early January. The board voted unanimously to schedule a public hearing for an ordinance regarding updating recycling policies to be compliant with state law on November the 10th. Lois said that ordinance will not change how citizens recycle and only change some definition. In response to a public comment made by South Orange resident Alyssa Anderson about the Jersey Animal Coalition, Lois said, "The town is not giving up on the idea of a local shelter. The village is exploring our options in terms of what we'll do in terms of future animal control, he said. Due to the great success of the Irvington Food Truck and Craft Beer Festival, which attracted close to 2,500 people according to Column, village president Alex Torpy said plans for similar events are brewing. And as we continue the alternative press, terrorism expert to speak at Temple Shari Tefillah, Israel. Temple Shari Tefillah, Israel will host two timely presentations by experts in the field of Israel politics and terrorism, which are open to the public. Both events are part of the TSTI continuing initiative to bring engaging scholarly programs to its members and the wider community in the South Orange area. On Friday, October the 24th, Why Terrorism with Jessica Stearns. The TSTI Friday evening workshop will feature a Shabbat, scholar, and supper program starting at 6 p.m. with Jessica Stearns, a renowned expert on terrorism and former member of President Clinton National Security Council. A Shabbat dinner immediately follows the service, during which Stern will continue a discussion with questions and answers. RSVP to Tracy Horwitz by calling 973-763-4116. That's 973-763-4116. And then again on Wednesday, October the 29th, Peace, Politics, and Projectiles with Gil Huffman. The Israel Involvement Committee at TSTI will host a special scholar meet and greet and discussion with Gil Huffman, Chief Political Correspondent and Analyst for Jerusalem Post, starting at 7 p.m. Huffman will discuss peace, politics, and projectiles, an insider look at the aftermath of the war in Gaza, a regular analyst on CNN, Al Jazeera, and other news outlets. He has interviewed major figures across the Israeli political spectrum, has been interviewed by top media on 6 continents, and has lectured in 10 countries and the United States. Don't forget, coming up this weekend, Essex County Computer and Electronic Recycling Day. Essex Computer Electronic Recycling Day is scheduled for Saturday, October the 18th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Old Essex County Hospital Center, located at 125 Fairview Avenue in Cedar Grove. County Executive Joe DiVincenzo Jr. and the Essex County Utilities Authority encourage Essex County residents to drop off their old computers, monitors, printers, fax machine, scanners, telecom equipment, speakers, televisions, keyboards, mainframes, VCR studios, DVD players, toasters, irons, and cellular phones free of charge. Smoke detectors and carbon monoxide alarms will not be accepted. The service is offered only to Essex County residents who must bring proof of residency with them. Commercial businesses may not drop off materials. For more information, you can call Essex County Utilities Authority at 973-792-9060. That's 973-792-9060. So let's go over to the Essex News Daily and see what's going on over the Essex News Daily. South Orange artists display works in Columbia High Gallery. Columbia High School students were given an opportunity to view the artwork of 2 well-known local artists right in their own halls, with the opening of Aileen Becker and Sarah Petruzillo in graphite at the school Domareki Gallery. The exhibit, created by recently retired South Orange Maple School District art teacher Larry Kim, features the work of South Orange residents Becker and Petruzillo. In an interview, McKim said he knew that the gallery is generally an available space during September and October, so he decided to take advantage of the opportunity. Elaine and Sarah, are artists that have a lot in common, but they are very different, so they make a great pair, McKim said. Both of them had very detailed work, so you have to study it very closely. For McKim, the decision to show the two artists work together was a no-brainer. So let's go over to South Orange and see what's going on over in South Orange. Department of Environmental Protection urges motorists to be extra cautious with deer mating season underway. Drivers cautioned to be on the lookout for deer near roadways, particularly during morning and evening commutes. And I must tell you, this is a really serious warning, because I was driving up in the reservation and there come those deers, boy, and they could do some serious damage to your cars. The Department of Environmental Protection Division of Fish and Wildlife is urging motorists to be alert for white-tailed deer on roads with the arrival of the fall breeding season. Deer tend to be much more active at this time of the year and may suddenly dart across roadways. Motorists are urged to be especially attentive during morning and evening commute when visibility may be poor. Research by State Farm Insurance indicates that deer were involved in 26,860 motor vehicle accidents in 2013. The number may actually be significantly higher due to unreported collisions. Drivers should use extra caution to avoid collisions that could result in injuries and damage to their vehicles, as deer movement related to breeding have begun and will pick up in the coming weeks, said Division of Fish and Wildlife Director David Chander. Caution will become even more important when daylight saving times ends November the 2nd, causing commutes to align with periods when deers are most active. Studies indicate the peak mating season for deers in New Jersey run from late October throughout November and into mid-December in all regions of the state, beginning earliest in northern regions. This is known as the fall rutting season. So be careful when you're out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's the season for the deers. Rabies awareness. Recently, the health department sent a raccoon to the state laboratory for analysis. The raccoon was positive for rabies. Luckily, in this case, there was not any exposure or contact to any people or pets. Please refer to the New Jersey State website for frequently asked questions on high-risk animals, common clinical signs, and protecting your pets. You can call 973-378-7715. That's 973-378-7715 for more information. Let's go over to the Mayport Township Committee to see what's going on. Tonight we have the Historic Preservation Commission meeting at 574 Valley Street from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's the Historic Preservation Commission meeting tonight from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And then coming up this Saturday, Talk to the Township Committee. The Mayport Township Committee will meet on Saturday, October the 18th for its Talk to the Township Committee program, which gives the public the opportunity to meet with the Township Committee informally to discuss ideas and concerns. This session is an open public session at which no action is taken. That's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at 359 Boyden Avenue in Mayport. It's the Public Works Recycling Center. So you definitely want, if you need to talk to the Township Committee, go on over there on Saturday, October the 18th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and you can definitely talk to the Township Committee. So I think there you have it for news, ladies and gentlemen. But I guess the big story in the news is Ebola. Everyone wants to know about, I think most people, you have to say, have to be honest, are running somewhat scared about this Ebola. And what are some of the things that you need to know about Ebola? I guess so far there's been 2 individuals in the United States. I guess one died. And another young lady in Dallas, Texas, who another nurse